Okay, I know this is kind of late, but I have an assortment of tons of different videos that I've gathered from when schools were closing from the coronavirus and everything, and I wanted to post that before I posted my newer content because I have a lot of videos that I'm ready to post. And the reason why I want to post this, I was looking through my camera roll and I was like, man, I have a lot of really good videos that will make a good YouTube video. And the reason why I'm going to post this is because I recently made a video talking about why I wanted to create a YouTube channel, and it's because of memories. And so this is just a really great video that I kind of made of different things that I've just collected. So I hope you enjoy. School's canceling because ours just did, and as I was leaving schools, the teachers were like freaking out.
They're asking, the administration are asking teachers to come in and work all next week, planning out what your online instruction is going to look like.
And then other than that, you're going to have like a cumulative project.
ICU places left. On Monday, a doctor wrote in the paper that they have begun to have to decide who lives and who dies when the patients show up in the emergency room, like what is done in war. This will only get worse. There are an infinite number of doctors, nurses, medical staff, and they are getting the virus.
Superintendent of Heath City Schools. As many of you have most likely heard, per the governor's orders, Heath City Schools will be closed beginning Tuesday, March 17th through Friday, April 3rd.
World, we must not succumb to a spirit of fear. We worship the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings. Both the coronavirus and the fear must bow to the name of Jesus.
Anyway, I have all of my stuff here from my locker. It's a strong possibility that we might not even have school on Monday, and grades are due on Monday, so people are like struggling to get everything done and all this stuff. So, and they were telling us like you need to bring everything home, but not a lot of teachers stressed that we needed to bring everything from our locker home that we needed. So that's probably gonna be crazy. And we found out like a couple days ago it was only 5. It was 4. Well, first it was 3, then it was 4, and then it was 5 people confirmed with the corona in Ohio. And then now it is 15, and they're investigating over 100 or something. So, we had field trips planned this week and next week, not having those. And then I have a meet of regionals next month. Doubt it we're gonna have that because that's a lot of different people, and it's probably gonna be over than 100 because we can't have gatherings over 100. Oh my gosh, so it's pretty much gonna be like an online school. We're going back to being homeschooled. Isn't that funny? So if it comes down to gymnastics having to be canceled, I'm gonna be devastated. So I had a feeling this was gonna happen, but then again, I didn't think it was going to because we aren't supposed to meet more than 100 people in a group, and so I was like, our gymnastics we don't have any 100 people. They're not gonna. My mom just got an email that they're stopping practice, all practice, except for the tomorrow morning and Sunday we have pictures, and that's it for 3 weeks.
Out of nowhere, I go over to Sophia's place and I walk out with a box of vegetables, fresh vegetables and sourdough bread, and I'm like, wow, God, you are such a provider, you know. And I've seen it with my own eyes on a mission trip where we were running out of rice to feed the people that were hungry, and we're like, God, you say you're God and you multiply, then we need you to multiply. And he multiplied. That rice never went below the middle. It stayed at the middle.
That's so crazy.
Until everybody was fed and we had leftovers. You cannot explain that at all. only a miracle.
Okay, I have a little diary. I have a lot of thoughts on my mind right now. We've been pretty much staying at home as much as we can. Right now, we're allowed to go out, but most people are staying inside and canceling everything. But my mom told me, I think she heard this from the governor, that starting tomorrow night, what's today? March 20 something. I don't know. Starting tomorrow at midnight, we're canceling like everything. You have to stay inside unless it's an emergency or a necessity. And you know, it got me thinking. I'm like, what about all the people who are already who have already been like this, like Italy and China? Like, how do they pay for their house bills if no one can even get out of their house to work to get money to pay for this stuff? Is it just all free now, or what? Like the farmers. What about the farmers who have to grow all the food to supply America or all the other countries, and they have to stay inside? Well, they can't. They still have to stay inside. And what about the people the factory workers who have to deliver all this stuff to people so that there's actual food? I thought, I thought everyone's supposed to stay inside, especially in the countries that, it's really bad, Are there food shortages? Do they get provided food? All these things were just running through my mind. So it's like things are happening over and over and over. And right now I'm just trying to consume myself with art and reading books, and it's like if you can do it today, do it. Do what you want to do right now, like you can never do it again. Because if you're allowed to do it today, then you might not be allowed to do it tomorrow. So you have to do it today. That's like everyone's motto right now. You never know what's going to happen. Like last week we had school on Friday. They said we're canceling school. We're going to have school on Friday and Monday. And Friday everyone was at school, minding their own business, and it was the end of the week to get stuff turned in, or the end of the quarter, and my teacher, she told me privately, she was like, who knows, we might not even have school on Monday, so I'd suggest you staying here and getting everything you need to do, turned in. And I was like, okay, but I didn't really think we were going to cancel on Monday. Sunday rolls along and we got a call and it was canceled, so I'm glad I did that. But it's like you have to do everything right now. I mean, I just can't imagine. It's like things are happening over and over. Every single day there's something new. 2 days ago we had major rainstorm, and tons of water came from Columbus into these rivers in Heath, Ohio, and the water started rising and a lot of people got flooded, and our friends got flooded. It wasn't super bad compared to some of the other houses. There's maybe came up this much, so the carpet needed to be redone, but they had to stay with us, and you're technically not allowed to have anyone or go anyone's house, but we don't, this is an emergency, so they came to our house, and they stayed the night, and then the next morning, which was today, or this is the third day, I think, I don't know, I don't know how long it's gonna be till they can go back home, but we're shutting down tomorrow midnight. I don't know if they can go back home. I don't really know. And then today's Sunday, and I went to church with my dad, but hardly anyone was there, because most of everyone was watching it live. But I feel like I'm in a haze. I feel like if the government told us that this was all fake and it was set up just for, I don't know. My sister read something on either Reddit or I don't know, Pinterest or something, and they were saying that the whole coronavirus, the government started the coronavirus so that they could change the batteries on the pigeons, which I thought that was really weird and funny too. But I'm like, if this was all fake, I would believe it, because I don't really see it, other than like the news saying all these things and people staying in their house. But I just think this is so weird. I feel like I'm in a haze, and I just don't know I don't know. Especially being an extrovert, this is really hard, because every single day of my life during school, like the school year, which is most of the year, every day is busy except for Tuesdays after school. That's it. And Saturdays and Sundays. Those are like the only days that I don't have anything. So, but I mean, now that we're home, I can do so many things. It's kind of stressful. Like how many things I can do, how many things I want to do, and how many things I actually will get done. Auntie's staying with us, and if we would have gone to Tennessee, like, we were supposed to leave tomorrow. If we would have left to Tennessee, we would have actually gotten stuck in Chattanooga. We wouldn't be able to get out because they would have shut down. So we'd have to stay there. And that would have been crazy. We weren't planning on going. Like a couple days ago, we just said we were going to cancel it. But imagine if we stayed. Plus, California has already closed their airports a while ago. But like, when is Ohio going to close their airports? Auntie's still staying with us. Like, is she gonna be stuck here? I'm just thinking, like, this is insane. I always remember adults talking about 9/11, like, oh, I remember where I was when this happened, or older people talking about the market crash, or huge events in history that I wasn't alive for because I'm only 15, But, like, this is a huge historical thing that hasn't happened like this big since, I don't know, the Black Plague or something, which was hundreds of years ago. But like, this is a huge historical event that one day my kids will be studying in history class. Like, I just think that's so weird. You hear about all these historical things from adults, but like, I'm actually a part of it. This is something when I grow up, I'm going to be like, when I was in high school, my freshman year of high school, we canceled. I feel bad for all the seniors. Like, they get their senior year chopped in half, and like, the last memories you get, like, prom was canceled, and Auntie bought a dress for prom. I feel really bad for her. Yes, everything is going bonkers, like senior trips and all of that. Ugh. Graduation ceremonies. It's really sad. Okay. I think my spiel is over, but I will be trying to document as much as I can from these days that I'll be secluded to my home. So, just update you as soon as I get mood swings.
Oh! Okay, yeah. But yes, you should bring it because you might have to go back,
So guys, this could be our last day at the school for like at least a year.
Oh my gosh.
One day when you forget all your memories and you come back to my phone and you're like,
your phone against the window.
shut up! Well, you're gonna be so thankful that I did all this filming because you'll never remember. Oh my gosh! Yes, everything, and now we're saying
don't
goodbye.
do like a last view of the school. Last day today.
Yes, very last day.
I will be back here. I will be back.
And now where are we going? Studebaker.
Works.
What?
Meal. Sturpgast.
that.